Hello students, welcome to DSS online classes and we are studying the chapter basic unit of life. So in my last lecture I explained about the cell organelle mitochondria. I discussed its structure, that what is the structure of mitochondria, as well as I explained you the function of mitochondria. Now today we will discuss about the next important cell organelle, that is vacuoles. Vacuoles are also included in cell organs, and vacuoles are present in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic. If you observe a prokaryotic cell, for example bacterial cell or cyanobacterial cell, vacuoles are present, and these vacuoles are storehouse of certain materials which are utilized by them during adverse conditions. And vacuoles are also present in case of eukaryotic cell, and especially in plant cell and animal cell. So eukaryotic cell, they have vacuoles, as well as prokaryotic cell, they also have vacuoles. As far as vacuoles are related with eukaryotic cell, students, in case of animal cell, the vacuoles are small in size. In animal cell, small in size. Vacuoles are small in size and they are temporary. Temporary means they are formed and after some time they are destroyed. Again they are formed and again they are destroyed. So in case of animal cell, the vacuoles are temporary and they are of smaller size. For example, if you see animal cells, lysosomes. Lysosome cell organelle you have studied in previous lecture. So lysosomes, they are representing a vacuole in animal cell. And when they perform phagocytosis, after phagocytosis, they are destroyed. In the same way, if you have seen the diagram of amoeba, amoeba have food vacuole as well as amoeba have contractile vacuole. The food vacuole of amoeba, it acts as a temporary stomach of amoeba. And as soon as amoeba digests the food vacuole is destroyed. And when amoeba again take food, then again food vacuole is formed. Contractile vacuole of amoeba, it acts at its excretory organ. So whatever waste materials are produced during metabolic process in the body of amoeba, all that waste material, they are stored in the contractile vacuole, and finally their contractile vacuole, that is destroyed. So in case of animal cell, the vacuoles are smaller in size and they are temporary. But in case of plant cell, if we see the case of plant cell, the vacuoles are large in size. Large in size and are permanent. In case of plant cell, the vacuoles are large in size as well as permanent. I have shown you here a vacuole. If you have seen the diagram of a plant cell, the entire portion of the maximum portion of plant cell is occupied by vacuole, and the nucleus of the plant cell is shifted toward the periphery. यानी प्लांट सेल में यदि आप देखो तो सेंट्रल रीजन, मैक्सिमम सेल का रीजन जो है वैक्यूल से ऑक्युपाइड है, और जो प्लांट सेल का न्यूक्लियस है वो एक किनारे पे लोकेट हो जाता है. So the vacuoles in case of plant cell are large in size and are permanent. So I have shown you vacuole of plant cell, and vacuoles are membrane bound cell organelle. Membrane bound cell organelle means they are bounded by a single membrane, and the membrane which bounds the vacuole in case of plant cell, that membrane is called tonoplast. We call that membrane as tonoplast. And inside the vacuole, a fluid is filled. Here I have shown you the fluid, and this fluid, it is called cell sac. So vacuoles in case of plant, they are larger in size and they are permanent. And vacuoles in plant cells, they are single membrane bound cell organelles. They store the membrane which bounds the vacuole, that is called tonoplast, and the fluid which is filled inside the vacuole, that is called cell sac. Now, what is the main function of vacuoles in case of plant cell? As you know that plant cell, the vacuole of plant cell, they contain cell sac. So cell sac maintains the osmolarity of the plant cell. Osmolarity of the plant cell means that whatever materials are transported from one plant cell to other plant cell or from external medium to inside the cell, that all process or that all transportation occurs through cell sac, and cell sac maintains the osmolarity of the plant cell. Now, what is meaning of osmolarity? That I will explain you when we will study the chapter plant water relation. So, when we study the 4th unit of your biology syllabus, then there I will explain you about the meaning of osmolarity, that how plant cells or how the cell sac inside the vacuole maintains the osmolarity of the plant cell in chapter plant water relation. So students, that is the discussion about vacuoles, that vacuoles are present in prokaryotic cells as well as in eukaryotic cells. In case of eukaryotic cells, vacuoles are present in animal cell as well as in plant cell. In case of animal cell, vacuoles are smaller in size and temporary, and in case of plant cell, they are larger in size and permanent. The vacuole of plant cell, that is bound by a single membrane, and the membrane which bound the vacuole of plant cell, that is called tonoplast, and inside the vacuole a fluid is filled, that is called cell sac, and cell sac maintains the osmolarity of plant cells. Okay students, we are now discussing or moving towards our next topic, that is plastids. We will discuss about plastids. So next important cell organelle is plastid. Now plastids, they are pigmented, or you can say colorful cell organelles found in plants. So plastids are pigmented organelles. Pigmented organelles. Pigmented organelles which provide different colors to the plant cell, and plastids are reported only in case of plant cells. Plastids are not found in case of animal cells. So pigmented organelles in plant cell, they are called plastids, and in case of plant cell, 3 types of plastids are reported, and these 3 types of plastids are: the first one is chromoplast, second one is chloroplast, and third one is leucoplast. These are 3 categories of plastids in case of plant cell, depending on the different colors provided by them to the plants. You have seen variety of leaf color in plants, you have seen variety of flower color in plants, different colors of fruits. So from where these colors are coming? These colors are due to presence of different types of plastid in the plants. So chromoplast, chloroplast and leucoplast, these three are the important categories of plastics reported in plants. Now, I will discuss the detail of chromoplast, chloroplast and leucoplast in my next lecture. Okay, thank you.